I'm so glad you asked me. I tell you now, this is my story. Once upon a time, more than 2,000 years ago, I am living in a lonely little cottage at the edge of a great highway. Many caravans of camels pass by all the time. You don't see a lot of camels these days, huh? So, one day, I am sweeping in front of my little cottage, and a group of strange men comes up to me, LaBefana. And they are so exotic, you know, from such a faraway place. And they look very rich, dressed like kings and everything. And they speak to little old me. Well, you can imagine that they are talking with their funny words. Words LaBefana does not know. But they are so excited. And they are pointing this way, and they are pointing that way. And the one word that I remember is Bethlehem. Do you know that word? See, it's good to know the Bethlehem after all the stories. But way back then, I do not know what the Bethlehem is. But these men, they speak with their hands. Ah, this LaBefana, she understands. And they say to me how the big star in the sky is there to tell them that a great king has been born in the Bethlehem. And they are following his star. Now I understand. LaBefana has seen that star. It is why the sky is so bright these last few nights. And I was beginning to get a little bit irritated because it was keeping me awake at night. But I am so excited and so caught up in their story about finding that young king that the strangers asked me to go with them. And for a moment, I am filled with such a longing to follow that star. And then I think to myself, what? LaBefana? You are crazy! Stars and camels and strange men in the middle of the night. Not such a good idea, huh? So I say to the men, no, I am sorry. LaBefana, she cannot come. So the strangers go to Bethlehem without me. But I stand outside in the night for a while, and I look at that star, and I wonder. And a few days later, a young shepherd running into my village, and he says to me, hey, LaBefana, how come you're not going to the Bethlehem? Everybody is talking about the baby king that was born in a poor little stable. Everybody is saying he is the Son of God. And just then, the sky opens up with such a beautiful light. Oh, LaBefana cannot even look. It is as if the star of that young king is burst open into glory. And then the sound, oh, the sound of angels singing. So many, many angels singing like nothing I had ever heard before. And I know I must go to Bethlehem. So I run into my cottage to find a gift for the special bambino. I had seen the rich gifts of the kings. I do not want to go empty-handed. So I look and I search, but all I can find is a little old doll made out of a scrap of wool. She is better than nothing. And I am so excited. I will go to Bethlehem. I will see the young king. And I run outside to follow his star. And it is gone. Oh, the beautiful star. She is gone. LaBefana had waited too long. And now I cannot find the Christ child. So, for 2,000 years, I am looking for the Gesù Bambino, for the Christ child. And on the eve of the Epiphany, the day that the wise men come to Bethlehem, I climb down the chimneys and I look into the faces of the children. And I think to myself, what if it is you? What if you are the Christ child? And you know, when they are sleeping, you think it could be so. Huh? And just in case I have looked into the face of the Gesù Bambino himself, I leave a little gift. So, maybe you'll think this is a sad story, no? Not so. Not really. In my country, in Italia, Christmas time is a time of great joy and celebration. It is a time for us to gather our families together. The grandmothers and the grandfathers and the aunts and the uncles and the cousins. And we cook, and we eat, and we laugh, and we tell each other stories around the table. And the bambini, they play with all of the presents that I bring, and together we sing and we dance. Oh, it is molto, molto bella. And you know what I am talking about, yes? So, I leave you today with how we say in Italian. We say, Natale con i tuoi, Pascal con i vuoi. This means Easter, you celebrate with whomever you choose. But Christmas, only with your own. And I teach you today how to say Merry Christmas in Italian. We say Buon Natale. Can you say that?
Buon Natale.
Si, bella, very, very nice. This is my friend Janet. Say ciao, Janet.
Ciao, Janet.
Janet, will you stay with me for a few moments?